Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's what that is. That's the shot.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I've learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like I was thinking it was just going to be a job, and then you go there and it's like a crash course in being a doctor.
Yeah.
You know, with natural foods and natural foods, supplements, vitamins, and it's like, you know, I really didn't know. You know, I mean, we don't know until we're taught, and I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I guess the Codex Alimentarius is going to try to stop all that, isn't it?
Who?
The Codex
Scoot
Alimentarius.
yourself up and over this way.
Codex on.
Over the,
It's,
scoot over this way a little bit.
Okay.
There
It's
there you go.
Is there tea in there?
recommendation
We're working
by
on
the
it.
United
Okay.
Nations
I don't know that it's steeped yet. You
that
can,
is
you
going to
can have a
limit
look
the
at it and see.
availability of supplements unless you have a doctor's prescription
There
for
you
it.
go. There you go. Because
I know,
only a
I know,
drug can
we-
cure a disease. You got it.
We can't
You got
have them doing that.
Oh no.
So
Oh no. That's I mean,
I
but
think it's a little.
that's the globalist controlling.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, oh no,
It's
only a
okay,
drug
just-
can cure a disease.
Yeah.
You know, and
And it's
there
going to be
again-
have to be one of our patented
okay,
drugs
just let it
too.
be,
That
it'll be
even,
all
even though it may be
Sorry.
harmful like Vioxx,
Have
Right.
to
that's
stir
going
it.
to cause all these injuries. Well, it's tested by the FDA. At least
Right.
they claim it
I
is.
just put the
and,
water.
and I guess the final part of the test is put it out in circulation, see how many people die from it.
Warning,
Right.
may cause death.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. Because it's synthetic. Our bodies are not meant to ingest synthetics.
Mhm.
We do that, and then a part of our body breaks down. That's the reaction that we have to the drug. And
Yeah.
the next thing you know, okay, well, we're having problems with your heart now.
Yeah,
You know,
so
it's
let's
not,
prescribe
oh, well, this
something
drug is.
for the symptoms.
There you go. There
Well,
you go.
since you've been working at the health food store and you've been learning these things and all, and I bet you've been doing some of the things,
Yeah.
eating some of the foods and things,
Yeah.
whatever. From that, are you healthier now?
I
than-
think so.
You think so?
I do. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you know, I'm still trying to, you know, and there again, I'm a recovering junk food junkie. You know, I still,
Oh, I'm so
but
sorry
I
to
ate
hear
at
that.
I ate at Earth Fair today, and I have some really good salad and stuff like that, and one thing I found, or one of the things I found, when you eat good food, you get full faster.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, you don't eat as much because it doesn't have all that filler in it. To
Yeah.
you know, I mean, there's so many things that
That's
I've
some
learned working there.
Real
Yeah.
nutrients in it. They
Right.
haven't been
What kind of
cooked
tea is
out of
this?
existence.
Right. Oh, is it ready? Is it good?
Is that what we're...
There's some of that in there.
Okay.
There's ginseng in there, and,
Nice.
and there's
Oolong.
sassafras in there. There's oolong in there. That's real. Well, it's getting a little better. It's getting better a lot quicker since you sloshed it about. I think I'll have some too.
Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
See, there's something to the slosh.
I know. I know. But
How
how?
hot is it?
But how crude to force the tea in
hot.
such a.
We're Americans, damn it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
make
We
the
want that
two-
instant gratification.
Yes.
I know it.
Yeah, I want what I want, and I want it now.
I know. I forgot, and I apologize. I forgot to go by the store and get some
Cookies
sugar
or-
cubes. So
Oh.
I have no sugar.
Oh.
And the honey bear's looking poor.
There we go.
Dang, that's right. I wanted to bring you some agave nectar.
Uh-huh.
It's from the aloe plant,
Yeah,
but it's a sugar, and it's really
it's a
good.
sweetener. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Ever use
Yeah.
any stevia?
Uh-huh.
Stevia.
Yeah, I got some growing at home.
I'm so glad you made it.
I kind of like it to use the whole leaf rather than the ground.
Yeah, when
powder
I
that
called
buy at
you
the health food
last
store.
Thursday, I had, let's see, been up since 2 in the morning, worked, helped JJ do a photo shoot in there, and then I had a Board of Elections meeting that got done at 7:30, and I felt like I was coming down with a cold.
Yeah,
And
you
I
didn't
just
sound good.
absolutely...
So how do you feel now? Have you
much better.
recovered? They
Yes.
told. Okay, now help me because somewhere I heard it go by me that there was a Mount Dungeon meeting. Have I missed that? Do you know?
You have not. We were planning one. We want to do one like sometime early next week.
Okay. Would you be? You know, sometimes you call me and remind me because you know I have no memory.
Call you and remind you when there's a Mount Dungeon meeting.
Yes. Will you be my
Yes,
brain,
you bet.
please?
I'd be honored
And they
to.
tell me your schedule has been a little.
Yeah.
You get moved around?
Huh?
You get moved around?
No, well, I'm an election official, so it was just there was the planning around being functional for all of Tuesday. So, and those are very long days.
An election official for.
It's, Buncombe County Board of
Really?
Elections. Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Chief Judge of Precinct 3.
Wow,
Yes.
that's way cool.
Yes.
And that's that's part of the show that we're going to be doing today.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Being responsible, serving. What is service? You
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, it's Veterans Day,
I wasn't even aware it was Veterans Day.
Monday.
I just... Oh, okay.
Celebrated. I mean, Sunday officially, but Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always terrified when I blink and look around and realize I'm the most responsible person in the room because I feel like something's gone wrong.
I have the same effect.
Yeah.
When I look around and notice you're the most responsible person in the room. I'm thinking, whoa.
Well, no wonder he's on board with the show.
I
It's
know.
like, yeah.
No, but he does. The fact is, he does a fine job.
Oh, he does a great
He
job.
does a fine job.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I can step to a crisis when I need to. It's just
You put your priorities in order, and that's a good thing.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good to just sit around and do nothing,
Yeah.
which is what a point I made of doing Wednesday. Just the day after needed a day of recovery. Because last year, I didn't, after Election Day, I didn't get,
A day of recovery,
for weeks, literally, because I just had a lot on my plate. So
and it just and it doesn't go away until you get that day, does it?
No, it doesn't really.
The fatigue.
Yeah. It doesn't.
You just continue to labor under
Drain.
fatigue until you
Yeah.
take that day, right? Well, you know, a lot of the election officials the next day go drop by the liquor store, and
I know why.
did you do that?
No.
Okay, well, but I've known I've known that to be the
next
norm.
time.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they didn't stock up previously and pop open that bottle as soon as they got home.
I imagine.
I was not sober by the time I was watching the election results at 11.
Okay, there
So,
you go. That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is a tradition, apparently among election officials is they don't stay sober long after the election.
Yeah.
But I think it helps them. I think it helps them wind down,
Mm-hmm.
and because they've been sort of worked up to their peak of operation for the day. They carry some responsibility, and so they're on hyper vigilant and stuff.
Yeah.
So they are allowed to escape, in other words.
Yeah. They go home and sedate themselves.
Yeah. Escape from reality.
What was the turnout?
We had 473 votes cast in
your
the
precinct.
machine. Yeah. That was votes put in the machine. There were also 3 provisional ballots and one lady that wanted to vote here because she didn't want to drive all the way across town. I told her, well, if you do that, then we have to give you a provisional ballot. And she's like, oh, but that doesn't count for anything. So she stormed out and went to vote at her own precinct. So.
What was the total percentage of eligible voters?
Less than 25%.
Oh, really?
My precinct had about 2,300 registered voters.
And there was only
So-
400 and some.
So what
showing
was it
up.
like? 20%, something in that neighborhood, 20
About
to
that,
23%. I think I heard 23. I don't know,
Yeah,
22,
that sounds about right.
something like that.
Wait, is that normal?
It's a little low.
It's a little low, but
More than the primary, I guess.
yeah, for more than the primary.
It was up
Primary
from the
was definitely less than that.
Mm-hmm.
For the congressional one last year, it was 800 something votes cast.
Anymore, the number of people who vote is just a record to be kept to see what percentage of people still believe in the system.
Well,
They're-
believe in the system.
They're not. Their vote. Their votes don't count, but they do. They do. They are counted
Right.
to see how many people are still doing it. So they don't determine like who gets in office or anything, but they do. They do see how many people still believe in doing it. They say.
I think it's got
So
more,
so I hear.
I think it's got more to do with what candidates are running.
Now, I know as an election official, you probably would disagree with that, but
Well, I'm going to say I think it has a lot to do with what candidates are running. And by the time you get to the point where you have to vote for this dinkus or this dork,
people quit coming.
yeah,
people just quit coming. When it comes to the lesser of the two evils,
Mhm.
you know, when the lesser of the two evils is really kind of hard to figure out which is,
Yeah.
then people don't even bother.
Flip a coin.
Why bother?
Yeah.
You can't blame them, can you?
Okay, now is that also continuing over with the presidential candidates?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yes.
if it was a choice between Hillary Clinton and Giuliani, it would be a coin toss there. I think I'd just soon have to sit it out myself. 'Cause I don't want either one of them.
I'm
Right.
going to vote against whatever Republican they put up in 08 because I'm so furious with the way the Republicans have behaved. That said, my support for the Democrats is based entirely on the behavior of the part of the Republicans and nothing on the part of the Democrats to convince me that
Tell me
they're
about it.
great. It's just that I
Exactly.
don't fear the Democrats as being completely psychotic. Ineffectual and corrupt or completely psychotic. Take
Right.
your pick.
Kind of making a broad brush statement about all Republicans.
Well, this is
Ron
the-
Paul's a Republican, and he's nothing like
This
George
is true.
W.
This
Bush.
is true. This is true.
This
But
is
I'm
what
talking
I
about
heard.
the momentum that they have gone in by and large.
Yes, but everyone knows that
That's
Ron
exactly.
Paul is an unelectable oddball. So we don't.
Well,
Yeah.
there again, I've registered independent for years and years and years, and people have said, "Well,
Why do
are
you waste your
voting?"
vote?
Right?
Why do you waste your vote?
Right? Because I don't like who the other choices were. Because I liked this choice.
Yeah. To me, they're the same choice usually.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's right, exactly.
But if Ron Paul is Republican, is he registered Republican?
Oh yeah, he runs.
So
in
then
the,
he would
that's the
have to
Republican
go-
debate there.
Yeah.
He said he
Was
goes.
he at the debate?
Yes.
And all of them.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
won
well, see,
all
He's,
the
he's
online
the only
polls
thing worth
afterwards because
seeing
he
at the
won.
Republican debate. Will you
Yeah.
agree on that?
Oh, I don't watch him. I watch it later on. Somebody always posts his responses and his questions, and you don't have to go through McCain and Giuliani and all the rest of them's response.
Right.
I don't think I could stand that
Yeah.
So he would have to win the Republican Party's
nomination.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's like a
Right.
long shot.
Fat.
Well, I don't know.
Chance.
He's got
Yeah.
more support than any of the other candidates at this point.
Yeah.
And you know all the Republicans
from-
are going to rally behind him.
Not really. No. I think he's got more support from unaffiliated and Democrats and small government, what they call paleo conservatives.
Anarchists.
Yeah, I guess anarchists.
are pretty strong with him.
Yeah, than any of the neoconservative candidates.
I'll have to check him out more.
Well, when I say that I'm going to vote for whoever the Democrats put up, I say that kind of assuming that I don't think Ron Paul is going to get the support because I don't think he's going to get the corporate support, which...
Oh, he don't want the corporate support.
Yeah.
He doesn't take corporate campaign donations.
Mm-hmm.
All the money he raised last week was all individuals.
Anybody else?
Yeah, good for now.
Pretty good.
I don't think
But-
he's cool enough to drink.
That said, I don't really want Hillary Clinton as president. That's because there are people that would just be coming of age, voting age, for who in their entire life they're faced with either a Bush or a Clinton in power. And what kind of message does that send to young people about the future of democracy? If it's
Yeah.
just if the ball is getting bounced back and forth between two different political dynasties in their lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
then, how long has it been doing that? For how many centuries?
Well, that's an interesting question, and a subject of some debate. I mean, I very much want a viable third party. Big way.
Second party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, the third party doesn't get any recognition, even if they've got a good candidate. They're not included in any debates.
And why is that? That's what I was wondering, because I know when I had voted, or, registered independent, well, wait a minute, you have the Republican, you have the Democratic, well, why don't we get to hear the other people?
Yeah,
What's the deal with that?
yeah. I think most of the time the third party candidates' grasp of the
Well-
issues is a lot better than the Democrats or the Republicans.
Usually, yeah. Well, what it's going to take is something like Ross Perot back
voted
in
for him.
'92. In that, if he hadn't thrown the election, he could have done it by getting out and getting back in. I think he could have won. And I think if there's somebody that has has the money and can tap into a lot of people being very frustrated with the two parties, I think they've got a chance. But I mean, what it would take is somebody that's very independently wealthy that could basically foot the bill themselves.
Right.
Or
Right.
somebody that's got a lot of popular support.
Somebody that's got a lot of popular support. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that election was a good example of nothing changing. Are we off the air?
No, I'm rolling.
okay.
I forgot to roll my credits at the,
All right, that's pretty cool.
at the beginning, so I'm rolling them. But our conversation is
This is
continuing.
myband.com for the bands and for the fans.
That's right. We love this as our band, band, don't we?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very much.
Yeah. Right.
And you at home should too.
That's right. That's right.
Caffeine, 24-hour coffee shop.
Right. And you and I both, we show up there.
Yes.
We do.
Yes, we do.
Really? I
That's
haven't been
right.
there. They serve tea too?
Is that where the
Yes.
meeting will be? Do you know?
I have no idea. Like
No.
we're gonna we're gonna hammer out like a date and everything tomorrow.
Well, this is an extension of Anarchy TV, which you may know. I'm a genetic anarchist. I was bred to anarchy. And
We're already at the point in which URTV shows are spinning off other URTV shows.
I'm going to return. I'm editing. So.
all right, we'll keep your cup right there for you.
Please, until
This
it cools down.
This is your I
I
know.
don't want to feel like Goldilocks coming in and somebody drank my porridge. So I'll be back. I promise.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here in a minute myself. I'm gonna go over there.
Do you have a show tonight?
Yeah.
So you'll
Hey,
be
JJ.
going. You'll
I'll
be
be
going on
going.
right after me.
Hey.
Okay, this is the low ladies' seat, so you'll have to grab another one over there.
Come on, sit down. Yeah, I got to go and check on editing and
Uh-huh.
all that kind of good stuff. But
Okay,
it
that-
was good to meet you.
Yeah, nice
Jim,
meeting you.
right?
I need
Yeah.
some tea.
When you were talking
That
about the
is
FDIC,
not
I
a
have
satellite,
a friend who is an examiner for the
clock.
FDIC.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I find that
Yeah.
interesting. That's what perks. Oh, wait a minute! I hear you.
I'm going
Yeah.
to fix the clock right
Yeah,
now.
the
No,
dollars.
okay.
certainly
If you
taking
must, but
Eating
please do this.
worldwide.
Yeah,
If you
that's
must
why I had
fix
to
the
come
clock,
in.
see about
That's
checking in with the people in the room that makes the switches, the editing, so that our time is close to
Exactly.
their time.
I was going to just roll it back one out.
Go ahead.
Roll back one
Go
out.
ahead. Be my guest.
Gonna have
Grab it down here.
We're gonna let
What
you
time
know.
does your clock say?
We're gonna go back in
This says
time.
4:53.
It says
for an
what?
hour.
This says 4:53.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna go back in time.
So
for
you're
an
going
hour.
to change this clock. Okay, that's good. Make it that.
What kind of tea is this?
Pretty good.
Well, you like it?
It's different.
It's different. There's some oolong in there,
Yeah.
and there is some ginseng in there, and there is some sassafras root in there. If you
Okay.
see, smell that?
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness!
Pretty
Oh my
strong.
goodness! Not a fan of sassafras.
No, not really.
I was wondering how Matt was going to be with that. He put cream in his, and I've never even tried cream in sassafras.
Is that a limb or a root?
It's a root.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that root?
A guest brought it. I can't even remember
That's
which
weird.
guest it was.
Hmm.
Is that all right now?
I believe so.
Okay.
I have to get out of here. I kind of got a previous
Yes, you
engagement.
do. Okay, you're going
I like
to.
that
All right,
shirt.
tell it one more time. Tell it what it is.
Tell
it out.
At UNCA, the original draft of the Constitution sent to the state of North Carolina for ratification is on display, and it's the original document. And
At the library.
at the
tonight.
library.
Wow.
Yeah. And then if you want to go see a part of this country's history, that's the place to go.
And you'll be there from 5 until 7.
5 to 7, the
with a
Liberty
group
and
of
Freedom
freedom-
Festival's going on
Okay.
starting then.
All right. So when we get out of here, if we run, we can catch a glimpse of the original Constitution that was
That's
sent to
right.
the North Carolina for
The
ratification.
Bill of Rights for
Yeah.
ratification.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
All right. Somebody remind me to do that as soon as this is over. Pack my stuff up and see how fast I can get myself down there. Here, I can take that over here and put it. I'll put it with the rejects. And, yes,
The rejects.
we have rejects.
What's that?
That's what I use to grate up that root with that you don't like the taste of. He doesn't. He's not. How is
Fine. I just wasn't sure what it was.
I'm not
I
really.
can
the
see
tea.
this laid out on a table in some CIA interrogation chamber, can't you?
Let me see your knuckles.
Yeah. No.
What do you think? It would make a an impression, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if you-
I ground my finger down with it the other day when I was.
Like, zzz.
Yeah, it was a, woo.
So how are you doing, JJ?
Doing all right. Just got back from the gym.
Ugh.
Yeah, but no, it's pretty hard getting back to the gym. After being out for 2 years.
Wow.
So,
You
Yeah.
doing what, aerobics and things? You lifting weights? Or you,
lifting weights.
Are you muscle building? Or you? Are you?
Doing cardiovascular.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So, so you're not taking steroids?
No,
You're not.
I
You're not.
took steroids when I was like sick.
Uh-huh.
That's what the hospital gave me. It made me,
Mhm.
and it's like, after I got.
And they
back
made
from-
you sicker.
Well, it made you well somewhat for a while, and
Mhm.
you're kind of like your mood swings or, it's like I was on some kind of
Did it make you mean?
sort of yeah.
Yeah, I know people who get mean.
I'd
from
say things.
steroids.
I said something to my brother about his wife and all that. Wasn't good. But
Here, turn our little alien face toward the camera.
Which this camera.
Look at there. There he is. There's our little alien.
So, yeah, but since I was off that round of steroids, I was sick again.
Oh,
Yeah.
which was that? Was that for the spider bite or whatever?
No,
Or this is
I didn't
something way
do that
back?
for the spider bite.
Okay, this is way back before you knew better.
Yeah, and the spider bite, I got a homeopathic,
Uh-huh.
remedies to take care of that. But
Uh-huh.
this was after New Orleans when I came back with the
Oh.
tropical fungus in my
Mhm.
lungs, my throat. Yeah.
Right. And then how did you finally get rid of that?
I went to a homeopathic doctor.
I
He
see.
put me on a strict diet and treated me for like a year and a half.
Oh. It was a long term. It was
In
probably
long term, it's not gonna be like wham bam.
Mhm.
There it is.
But you finally got over it.
Yeah,
hmm
I did.
All right. What am I thinking about now? What were I was wondering what were the symptoms from the spider bite? You got
Yeah, it's
Rocky Mountain spider.
It's
fever.
just nerves.
Uh-huh.
Like the nerve is like falling, my hands falling asleep, my legs falling asleep. It's like tingling,
Uh-huh.
even in my face, tingling sensations. The spider bite.
Well, how is that? Is that all cured up now?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Excellent.
I'm pretty much in
Good shape.
good shape.
And back in the gym now.
I'm back in the
Back
gym.
in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good.
But I was like, I'm really just like trying to start over again. Basically, I used to do it's like a abdominal crunch,
yeah.
100 pounds
Uh-huh.
weights, and it's like now I can do 30.
Uh-huh.
20 sets of 24, 3
Uh-huh.
sets of 24 or 30 pounds.
I saw Estonia was in the news
Hmm?
recently. Oh, and I can't tell you what it is because
Oh, no, what?
I have forgotten what it was.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes. It was
No.
on. It was on BBC. Was talking about Estonia on the
Of
radio.
course they'll talk about Estonia.
And it was
It's the number one nation on the planet.
Yeah, it was something like that. I mean, it was like like Estonia.
The Baltic tiger.
Yeah, Estonia is the up and comer. That's right.
Mhm.
It's the place to be.
It is.
We need to move to Estonia,
We do.
and most people speak English,
Yes.
so makes it easy.
Yes.
That's right. Well, let's don't let the word out. It'll be like Asheville. They'll be moving there, and then by the time we ever get to Estonia, it'll just be
I've gotten in.
it'll be full of tourists, and we won't be happy.
Well,
you know.
I know the places that aren't full of tourists and all that.
So you know what?
What?
I think we need to stage some satanic rituals in downtown Asheville at the height of tourist season.
Oh,
What do you
we're
think?
long overdue for some good satanic rituals, right?
Seriously, I mean, just time it for the height of tourist season.
what we need are some good bombings.
Well, that
You see,
that too.
actual bombings, I'm really not down with because that's the sort of thing that'll actually get.
Eh.
No, that will get you put in a very small little room with a CIA guy
With that.
packing this, asking you questions about Al Qaeda.
Okay, I'll take it back.
Okay. That was JJ. The opinions expressed on this show are those held by those people expressing them.
No. Okay.
And just for everybody at home, yeah, let's get a better look at this thing right here. This is, in fact, a grater.
You want to grate my face with it?
Well, thinking knuckles. Okay. So there we go. So, I mean, it's easy enough to get a few... I mean, I wouldn't count on the local alternative religion community around here to actually get organized enough. I'm sorry, is this a bad thing for me to say? But I generally don't see them getting organized enough to plan deliberate rituals and or festivals downtown, or spontaneous just freak out the tourists. But for the right people, think up the idea and just do a few planned,
You know what you need to
quote
do?
unquote spontaneous little weird alternative religious
can-
There
I
needs to be
introduce-
like some stink bombs put in the sewer systems.
No. Nothing
yes,
that
yes.
gets you arrested. A
won't
pure
get you
cultural
arrested.
freak out. I'm talking pure
It'll
cultural freak
out everybody, man.
The whole culture.
It'll freak out the whole culture.
Okay.
But I live
So,
here.
I
I
live
live
here-
close to downtown. You don't.
I'm just talking about
Just
a
stink bombs.
few blocks.
So much the better. Wasn't it?
You know,
Mm-mm.
just a few blocks.
I'm
just
not
to-
stink bombing downtown because I live close to it.
Well,
I don't want to
It
have to
won't
smell
hurt
that.
anybody.
they've done away with the fountain, haven't they?
Have they?
I think it's gone. I think the fountain is gone. Does anybody
Which
know?
one?
The one up by the monument,
Oh,
the
I hadn't
fountain.
even looked. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if they dug the whole thing up and they're going to put, I don't know, something else there.
Grass.
unfortunately. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. What do y'all think about going to see the Constitution? Is anybody else excited about that? I am. I'm hoping.
Not really.
Not really. I'm excited.
Well,
about
that sounds, it sounds very cool.
Mhm.
But I'm going to be helping Glow Lady with her show.
I mean, yeah, I know you're going to be busy, but I'm thinking, being an election official and everything,
Well, I do find it very exciting.
coming
I think
into contact with
not
the,
enough
the
people,
original document
Yeah.
right, that was sent to this state to be ratified.
not
the-
enough people get into that sort of thing in this day and age.
I know, but yeah. So it's
I'd go and see if there's the Constitution of
Estonia. I'm
Yeah,
sure you would. Wouldn't you now? I'm
would.
absolutely sure. Yeah.
Totally.
Right. But you're not going to have the Constitution of Estonia on display at the library at UNCA. But the Constitution, the original document, the original copy of the Constitution that was sent to the state of North Carolina for ratification, is on
I-
display now.
I give it this is like a groundbreaking, piece of work. It really was.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was it was right after the shot heard around the world and what have
Yeah.
you. It's all that. It's all part of
Paul
that.
Revere.
It's all part of that. Yeah, and it did. It was and when it comes to revolutions and stuff like that, we were really the leading edge.
Yeah, we
on-
were the cutting edge of good revolutions.
Right. Separated the people from the rule of unfair kings and
Yes,
things like that.
totally.
And
What do you think about what's going on in Pakistan right now?